I think a lot of women are not struggling with laziness. They're struggling with identity. Because if you truly believed you were a disciplined woman, you would move like one. Inconsistency would feel out of character. Procrastination would feel foreign. Self-sabotage would feel beneath you. The problem is not that you don't know what to do. You know, you've watched the videos, you've written the goals, you've journaled, you've prayed about it, you've asked God for clarity, you've even felt conviction about what needs to change. But there is still a gap between what you know and what you do. And that gap is self-trust. Every time you say you'll start tomorrow and you don't, every time you create a plan and then abandon it, every time you shrink back because you're afraid of failing, you are teaching your mind that your word is optional. You are slowly weakening your internal authority. And a woman whose word is optional to herself can never build consistency. Because consistency is not built on hype, it is built on credibility. Internal credibility, the kind where when you say, "I will," your mind responds with, "She means it." Entering your disciplined woman era starts with this decision. I am no longer available for self-betrayal, because inconsistency is a form of self-betrayal. You promise yourself growth, you promise yourself healing, you promise yourself elevation, you promise yourself peace, you promise yourself the soft life you dream about. And then you abandon yourself the moment it becomes uncomfortable, the moment it becomes inconvenient, the moment it requires sacrifice. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. It is about refusing to abandon yourself. Let's talk about discomfort. A lot of us are not afraid of hard work. We are afraid of exposure. We are afraid of being seen trying. We are afraid of starting small. We are afraid of looking inexperienced. We are afraid of putting effort into something and not being instantly good at it. We are afraid that if we really try and still fail, it will confirm our deepest insecurity. So instead of risking our ego, we protect it. We say, "It's not the right time. I'm still preparing. I need to research more. I need better equipment. I'll start when I feel ready." But a disciplined woman does not wait to feel ready. She decides. And once she decides, she aligns her actions with that decision. Feelings become secondary. Standards become primary. There is a version of you that is already consistent. She exists. She wakes up and does what needs to be done, whether she feels like it or not. She keeps promises to herself. She finishes what she starts. She doesn't need applause. She doesn't need external pressure. She doesn't need to post about every move she makes. She has internal standards. And the reason you haven't fully embodied her yet is because you are still negotiating with your comfort. Comfort is quiet sabotage. It whispers gently, "Rest a little longer, scroll a little more, start next week. You deserve a break." And yes, sometimes you do deserve rest. Rest is holy, rest is biblical, rest is necessary. But avoidance disguised as rest will slowly steal your potential. Be honest with yourself. Are you resting or are you avoiding growth? Because growth demands structure, and structure feels restrictive when you are used to chaos. If you have lived in emotional inconsistency, reactive habits, late nights, scattered routines, discipline will initially feel unnatural, not because it's wrong, but because it's new. And your brain prefers familiar discomfort over unfamiliar elevation. Your brain will choose chaos it understands over order it has not yet mastered. That is why the beginning of discipline feels uncomfortable. You are rewiring identity. Entering your disciplined era also means raising your personal standards. The world requires excellence from you. Jobs expect performance, schools expect performance, clients expect performance, even relationships expect effort. You show up polished, you show up reliable, you show up prepared. But when it comes to your own dreams, suddenly you lower the bar. Why? Why is everyone allowed to require more from you than you require from yourself? Why do you meet deadlines for others but delay destiny for yourself? Why do you fear disappointing people but casually disappoint yourself? You deserve your own excellence. Say this quietly in your spirit. I preserve my excellence for myself. I am worthy of my discipline. I am worthy of my consistency. I am worthy of becoming. I am worthy of the life I pray for. When you truly believe you are worthy of something greater, discipline stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling like alignment. It becomes an act of self-respect. It becomes devotion to your future. Now let's address the ego. The ego hates being a beginner. The ego hates delayed results. The ego hates not being praised immediately. The ego hates small progress. So when progress is slow, you quit. When nobody claps, you shrink. When results don't appear instantly, you question everything. But purpose-driven women understand something deeper. Consistency is not about instant validation. It's about long-term obedience. You do it because it aligns with who you are becoming, not because it was celebrated today, not because it was noticed, not because it went viral, but because it is right. Delayed results are not denial, they are development. Every unseen repetition is building something in you. Every quiet morning, every disciplined decision, every moment you choose focus over distraction, you are becoming stable, you are becoming grounded, you are becoming trustworthy to yourself. And that internal stability will carry you further than temporary motivation ever could. Another shift that changes everything is normalizing the life you desire. If you constantly view disciplined women as different, rare, or superhuman, you will subconsciously believe consistency is not available to you. But when you immerse yourself in environments, conversations, and content where discipline is normal, your identity expands. Suddenly, waking up early isn't extreme, planning your week isn't intense, working on your goals daily isn't obsessive, it's expected. And expectation changes behavior. You rise or fall to the level of what you see as normal. You also have to remove doubt from your language. Stop saying, if it works. Start saying, when it works. Stop saying, I hope. Start saying, I'm building. Stop saying, I'm trying. Start saying, I am becoming. There is power in assumption. A disciplined woman does not operate from maybe. She operates from when. Even when doubt visits her mind, it doesn't stay long because she's too busy moving, and movement builds confidence faster than overthinking ever will. Movement is medicine. Overthinking kills discipline. Execution strengthens it. You don't build consistency by thinking about being consistent. You build it by doing imperfectly, repeatedly, quietly. Quiet consistency is powerful. Not everything needs to be announced. Not every goal needs an audience. Sometimes the most transformative seasons of your life are the most private ones. Jesus spent years in preparation before public ministry. Preparation is not wasted time. It is sacred time. And here's the spiritual truth. God will not force you into the life you refuse to build. If He placed gifts inside of you, you are responsible for stewarding them. If He gave you vision, you are responsible for taking steps. If He gave you capacity, you are responsible for cultivating it. Prayer without action becomes delay. Action without discipline becomes scattered. But when faith and discipline meet, momentum happens. Faith says, God has called me. Discipline says, then I will prepare. Faith says, there is more for me. Discipline says, then I will arise. Faith says, doors will open. Discipline says, I will be ready when they do. Let me ask you something honestly. If you stay exactly as you are right now, what will your life look like in 1 year? Not the fantasy, the honest trajectory. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Now imagine you were disciplined for 1 year, waking up when you said you would, working even when you didn't feel like it, honoring your routines, protecting your focus, praying and then moving, reading consistently, learning consistently, building consistently. Which version feels lighter? Which version feels powerful? Which version feels aligned? Because one of them is coming. Time will pass regardless. The only question is who you will become while it passes. Discipline is attractive, not just externally, internally. A disciplined woman respects herself, she trusts herself, she feels stable within herself. That stability creates softness, because true softness is not fragility, it is strength under control. The soft life you desire is not built on randomness. It is built on systems. Systems protect your peace. Systems protect your time. Systems protect your energy. Discipline is how you guard your future. Entering your disciplined woman era is not dramatic, it's quiet. It's the moment you stop announcing and start doing, the moment you stop negotiating and start executing, the moment you stop waiting to feel different and start acting different. It's when discipline becomes your self-respect in motion. It's when you realize motivation is unreliable, but standards are stable. It's when you decide that your future matters more than your current mood. You don't need a new year. You don't need a perfect planner. You don't need motivation. You don't need to feel inspired every day. You need a decision, a firm internal decision that says, I am done underestimating myself. I am done living below my potential. I am done being inconsistent with the life I pray for. I am done abandoning myself. I am done shrinking to fit comfort. I am done choosing distraction over destiny. Soft life is beautiful, but soft life is sustained by structure. Peace is sustained by discipline. Confidence is sustained by consistency. Glow is sustained by habits. Clarity is sustained by focus. And the woman you want to become, she is not waiting on your perfection. She is waiting on your obedience. Obedience to your calling, obedience to your growth, obedience to the standards you know you're capable of living by, obedience to the small daily actions that compound into transformation. Enter your disciplined era, not loudly, not for applause, not for validation, but because it aligns with who you are. And once you enter, protect it, guard it, honor it. Because the woman who keeps her word to herself becomes powerful in ways that cannot be faked. She becomes grounded. She becomes confident. She becomes calm. She becomes unstoppable. Not because she is loud, but because she is consistent. And once you truly step into that identity, consistency will no longer feel like a struggle. It will feel like who you are. And that is when everything changes.